Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to do an unboxing of Back to the Future, the 30th Anniversary Limited Edition Trilogy on 4K, Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and digital copy code. The version that I decided to pick up is the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook Trilogy Edition, and a few of my more observant viewers might be wondering, why did you buy the Steelbook? I thought you didn't like Steelbooks, and that is true. Generally, I don't like Steelbooks just because I'd prefer to have just a standard Blu-ray case. I think that Steelbooks tend to get scratched fairly easily unless you put some sort of, maybe like a plastic covering over them or something, and they just seem like an extra hassle for me. And they do look cool, I will say that, but in general, I just don't really buy Steelbooks. I usually just buy regular editions whenever they come out for the most part. But the reason I decided to buy this version was mainly a packaging reason. I went to Best Buy on the release date of this, and I was going to pick up the standard 4K release of it. But I picked it up and put it next to another regular Blu-ray case title, whatever it was, and I noticed that the actual width of the case was a little bit wider than a standard Blu-ray case, and I didn't really like that because when you put it on the shelf, it's going to stick out a decent ways compared to your other Blu-rays, and I just didn't really like that. And I did like the cover art on that a little bit better than this one, but I just didn't really, there aren't any other ones in my 4K collection, or even really my Blu-ray collection, that stick out quite as much as that one would. So I'm like, you know what? This one was right next to it at Best Buy, and I picked this up and I looked at it and I'm like, you know what, this one's Steelbook. I don't really like Steelbooks that much, but I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up. And I am really actually impressed by the way that they packaged this, though. You can see here, they have these little paper flaps, I guess you could call them, that kind of go down a little ways. And so there's a little bit of space in between each of these Steelbooks in here, and so for that reason, I think that this packaging, the way that they decided to package this, they can stay in pretty good condition without getting scratched up too much. So, and then plus, if you look at it with just the box set, you don't really see that they're Steelbooks, which, well, it's not a bad thing that they are, but I just kind of don't really like Steelbooks all that much. So. But anyways, I did decide to pick this one up. It was like $65 on sale, which is pretty expensive, but it's a new release, it's Steelbook and everything, so that's what it costed. The standard version was about $43, and both of these were sale prices. They're about $5 less than whatever the retail was. But anyways, enough about the packaging. Let's get into what is included here. So here's the front artwork. First of all, it's pretty nice. I mentioned before that I do like the standard release artwork a little bit better. I don't have that with me for reference, of course, but it's pretty easy to look up what that looks like. I just liked it a little bit better, but this isn't bad by any means. You can see what we've got inside here. The Steelbooks kind of go together and form the car there, so that's pretty neat. The bottom here just has some kind of boring information, so there's that, and it does have the run times there as well, so about an hour and 50 minutes each. Here's a look at the spine, and I think that looks pretty nice. It's a little bit plain, but it looks quite nice, and the top basically looks the same. Then here's a look at the back. All three films in stunning 4K. A few thumbnails, loaded with bonus features, and I don't know if there's any difference really between the bonus features on here compared to previous Blu-ray releases of this. Maybe not, and I think these are, well, obviously they're remastered if they're in 4K compared to the Blu-ray, but I don't know if the Blu-rays themselves are any different in this release compared to the previous one. They might be, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's the artwork on the outside, so let's go ahead and open this up and we'll see what we have inside. Alright, so here is what everything looks like, and I didn't mention this before, but the title here is embossed, as are the 4K Ultra HD logo, is the Ultra HD logo on top. And so that's pretty nice as well. It's a nice touch, and it does look quite a bit better once you get the plastic wrap off of this, in my opinion. So anyways, here is a look at the Steelbooks here. So we'll get these out. And again, I do really like how they decided to package these Steelbooks with these little flaps that kind of come down a little bit to separate them. That's gonna keep them nice and good condition in storage, instead of kind of rubbing each other when you're pulling them off the shelf and so forth. So I am quite impressed by that. So I'm gonna take these. Let's see if we can put these together and see the car here. And there it is, and that is pretty sweet, actually. Let's see, I'll move this so it's more in frame. So that is pretty cool. I like that they went and did that. So really cool. And as far as each individual case itself, unfortunately this one I can see there's just a little bit of small damage on the corner here, but it's not really too bad. This was the best case that I could find in the store. Other ones kind of had some random damages to the outer packaging, so I'm like, well, this is the one for me. So but nice full color artwork all around on these, so that's nice. So let's go ahead and crack this open. And we've got the let's see, we've got one code here. I don't know if there's a code for each movie or if this is for all three, but we've got the Movies Anywhere code. And so there is that. And we've got the 2 discs here, and this I don't like too much. I think this is actually probably still better packaging than the regular release, because the regular release is kind of like paper, kind of flap sort of things that you actually slide the discs into the paper sleeves or something like that. But this is a stacked disc situation. I never like that. I don't know why they didn't just put one disc on each side here, but in any case, it's not a huge deal because we got the 4K on top, and probably used one or the other more often than the other, so if that makes sense. So anyways, I'll show you the artwork for the first movie here on 4K. There it is. Then we'll take the Blu-ray out, and I'll show you that. It's actually a little bit difficult to get it out of there. Just want to make sure I don't damage anything. I do like that they've got some good full color artwork on these. And I'll show you the inside artwork here, inside the Steelbook as well. So there's the first movie, and then we've got Back to the Future 2. And here's the back artwork for that one. And again, stacked disc situation. We don't have the insert in this one. It looks like that insert is for the digital copy code for all 3 of the movies. So here is the second one on 4K. And the next one is the Blu-ray edition. And then here is a look at the inside artwork. And again, quite nice. And then finally, we've got Back to the Future 3, and I think I like this artwork the best. But here it is. And the spine, and then the back. And inside we've got a floating disc, but this one is actually a 3-disc set. I didn't know that, so that is kind of neat. We've got a bonus disc inside. So this one's floating around. Let's see, this is the 4K Back to the Future 3. And we've got the actual Blu-ray of Back to the Future 3. So there is that. And last but not least, this surprise bonus disc, which I had no idea was in here, so that's pretty cool. And again, on all of these discs, very nice full color artwork. So overall, I do really like the packaging of this, for the most part. And, I'm not really a huge Steelbook fan, but as far as Steelbook releases go, I'm very happy with this release. I think it's very well done. And here's the inside artwork here, very nice. The only thing I can say is I wish they would have done one disc on each side for these other 2 movies, but it's really a small thing. And actually, the the spindles or whatever you want to call it holding these discs in place, they seem very nice, and you know, it seems like they're gonna, you know, hold these discs safely for a very long time. So very high quality cases overall as far as I can tell. So very happy with this release overall. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up and put these right back into the actual case here. There's the third one. I'll put in the second one. And as you can see, these all slide in very nicely, and I am going to say this again, I think that any steelbook release that has more than one steelbook should be released you know, in a box style just like this. This is very, you know, I think this is very well done, and this is going to keep these all safe and, you know, keep them from getting scratches easily, and that is just a great way to do it. And I think that regular steelbook releases really should come with slip covers. I know they don't usually. They come with those kind of J sleeves a lot of the time. I think they should come with full slip covers just to, you know, because I think that's what a slip cover is usually for, is protecting the actual Blu-ray case. But, you know, now it's kind of become just a collector's thing. But, you know, what do you think the purpose was for a slipcover when they first came out? I would think it was just for protecting the cases, but, you know, I don't know. But in any case, there it is, Back to the Future, the 35th Anniversary Limited Edition Trilogy, the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook Edition on 4K, Blu-ray, and digital copy code. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next video.